the degree measure of angle A is blank. Now you can probably tell that this is an AMC8 problem. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you a secret about how most first problems on contests are written. So, you know those first couple problems, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up to 10 probably maybe. If you're in like some kind of contest like AMC Math Counts, or even if you're good, AMIE, usually those first couple problems, 1 to 10, the smaller number your problem, the easier it is. So first of all, 1 to 10, those are the first couple, those are probably the easy ones. But these guys who wrote these contest problems, they're really sneaky. They make these problems look really hard because, I mean, they give you like big numbers that you have to compute, and then they make you panic basically. And then they give you some kind of funky geometry problem like this one, or a bunch of non-integer square roots and a bunch of other wacky stuff that make you panic. But really, if you just like get all the panic out of your mind and then just focus on what makes the problem hard, and then maybe you can use wishful thinking, just make it go away. Just if you know what makes the problem hard, then that's all you have to need to know, because if you know what makes the problem hard, then the problem becomes easy. So we're going to try that out here. Now, first read the problem again. We want angle A. That's angle A right here. Now, we're going to show you 2 ways to solve this problem, because usually geometry more than one way to solve a problem. So first we see that this pentagon in the middle right here, this little, I'm going to outline that as you can see. This pentagon right in the middle, it cuts these into triangles. It cuts our whole star-shaped thing into triangles, and we can use angle A. We can probably refer this angle A to other triangles, and we see how we can do that because we can refer this triangle AHG. We can refer that to angle GFE, and here's how we can do that. We see that we have a 110 degrees right here, and then we see this has to be 70 degrees right here because, well, this angle and that angle, they form a straight line. We call these supplementary angles. That means this angle plus this angle, their sum has to be 180. That's 70 degrees. Now we see what angle G is, because 40 plus 70, that's 40 degrees plus 70 degrees, that is 110 degrees. Again, the sum of the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. That means that we take 180, subtract off 110, and then we see that this angle over here is also 70. And now we see that since this is 70, then that over here is 110, and then this over here is also 70 degrees. And also you might see that this is 70 degrees a little faster by just saying, if we have any line and then we put another line through that line in any order, then we have opposite angles are equal. This angle equals that angle, and this angle equals that angle for any kind of diagram that looks like this. I'm gonna go ahead and put that away. And let's see, we know that that's 70 degrees, and now we see finally 70 degrees, and well, 100 degrees. That means this over here is 80 degrees, this angle H right here, not angle H, this angle supplementary to angle H, that's 80 degrees, and now 70 and 80 degrees, that's 150 degrees, and the measures of all the angles in a triangle, that's 180 degrees. Take 180, subtract 150, and you get 30 degrees. That's 30 right there is 30 degrees. But again, second way, we can see that, I'm gonna go ahead and mark that little space over there. Pen, if you would let me. There we go. Okay, that's better. We'll see that instead of using these two triangles, triangle AHG and GEF, we can just use one triangle. Triangle ACF, this giant triangle over here. Now, and we see that in this giant triangle ACF, we want angle A, and we know one of the angles. We know angle F right here, this little 110 angle right here. And if we can just find angle C, then we'll also take 100 degrees, subtract 180 degrees, and then subtract off the sum of the measures of the angles F and C, and then that's angle A. Now, we don't know this angle, right? So we're gonna use another triangle, CHE, this enormous triangle here. And then now we see that we know it's two angle measures. We know that's 100 degrees and 40 degrees. That means these two angles sum to 140 degrees. This angle H right there and angle E right over here. That means this over here is 40 degrees because 100 plus 40 degrees, that's 180 degrees. That over here is 40 degrees. And now we have 110 degrees plus 40 degrees, that's 150 degrees. And we take 180, subtract off 150 degrees, that's 30 degrees. It's the same problem, two different ways. We're sure that we're right.